All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS. Salutations to you all around the world that's teaching the truth. And shalom to you, serious Aqua. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bangad with Chicago Branch of Great Millstone. I can make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 patriarchs of Israel. We are not affiliated with any black identity string groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. And again, black is a color, not a nationality. All right, so read this right quick. Non-profit, educational person use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Copyright disclaimer under section 107. Copyright Act 1976 allows made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, and research. All right. All right, so this is criticism. All right. This comment, this is reporting and scholarship and research and teaching. All right. And we're going to talk about what happened to this sister right here, Joyce Equan. All right, so she was, you'll see. All right.
Echequan say they intend to take legal action. As she lay in a Quebec hospital, Echequan recorded a video pleading for help, and on it you can hear hospital staff insulting and demeaning her. Today, her husband said systemic racism has contaminated that hospital and killed his wife. Felicia Perillo reports in a warning some viewers may find the video disturbing. In tears, hardly able to find his words, Joyce Echequan's husband says, "They killed my wife." 4 days after the 37-year-old died in a Quebec hospital, her family has announced they will be taking legal action.
In the following weeks, a lawsuit against the Joliet Hospital and their employees will be filed. Also, we are of the opinion that criminal actions were made by the hospital.
The mother of 7 from the Atikamekw community died on Monday at a Joliet hospital in disturbing circumstances. In her final moments, Echequan managed to record the insulting remarks hurled at her by hospital staff. She had been admitted for stomach pains a few days earlier. Both a nurse and an orderly have been fired, and 3 investigations are underway. The family's lawyer says they'll file complaints with police, the Human Rights Commission, and with the Quebec Order of Nurses. Echequan's death has sparked outrage across the province and calls for the government to act against systemic racism. Quebec Premier François Legault has called Echequan's death unacceptable and says he's committed to making changes, but he has repeatedly denied the existence of systemic racism.
For me, it's in relation with the black people in the United States, for a reason we know. For me, I don't see that in Quebec. But for sure, there is some racism against the First Nation in Quebec, and I want to fight.
Atikamekw community leaders are demanding an in-person meeting with the Premier. They also stress the need for him to admit that systemic racism exists and says if he doesn't, he's part of the problem. Felicia Perillo, Global News, Joliet, Quebec.
Salak, let me get back right here.
The family of Joyce Echequan say they intend to take legal action. As she lay in a Quebec hospital.
All right, so, this is, read this right quick. All right, Zechariah, 11 and 15. All right, it says, who possess or slay them hold themselves not guilty. All right. That's Esau, man. And they that seldom say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, their own shepherds pity them not. All right. So, Esau, he slay us, man. All right. They don't hold themselves guilty like they did their sister, man. She died, they had a stomach pain. You post somebody dying and suffering pain, man, you're supposed to make it comfortable, man, if they make that transition to the other side to the other side, comfortable, man. You're supposed to sit up there and antagonize them and beat on them, all that stuff, man. You see the bed shaking and stuff, man. And I heard that they may have gave her too much morphine, man, which I wouldn't doubt, man. And that's Esau, man. All this happened because, you so-called Native Americans, you First Nations, all throughout North America, you are from the tribe of Gad. All right, you are Israelites. All right, you're not Native American. You're not Indian. All right, you're not savage. All right, you didn't come across the Bering Strait, man. All right, you are Israelites from the Northern Kingdom that came a little bit after Syria captivity. You read that 2 Ezra 13:39 to 48. All right, you came over here to keep the laws, statutes, commandments that you couldn't keep of your power. All right, your God. His name is Yahweh. All right, it's not God. All right, his name is Yahweh. He is, and his son name is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is what a so-called Negro. All right, he would be labeled so-called Negro today, America, man. All right, the one you written, he called Jesus. All right, that is him. All right, Yahweh Shai. He is deliverer. All right, Jesus is not his name. All right. He's from the tribe of Judah. All right. So, this happening. Why? Because you violate the law, statute, commandments. Your forefathers violate the law, statute, commandments. All right. And that's just the result of happening, man. You get to Deuteronomy 28:1, man. All right. He saw, it says right here, get right here, man. Salak, says right here, Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all the curse shall come upon thee, overtake thee. All right. So what's going on in this video, man? You look at the certain parts of it. I'll show you what a husband do. Hold on. Look at that right there, man. All right, you Jakes, man, you need to stop throwing up these damn hand signs, man. All right, because you basically evoking evil spirits around you, man. All right, so you may think it means good, ward off evil spirits, which it don't, man, because it didn't work in that case, man. All right. But I know, Jay, you may think it's a cool sign and this and that, man. You need to stop doing it. All right. All right, so, that's what happened. All right, so, let's see. So she's in the hospital. This Gadite sister. All right. And you're right here, you saw.
Day at a Joliet hospital in disturbing circumstances. In her final moments, Eshaquan managed to record the insulting remarks hurled at her by hospital staff. She had been admitted for stomach pains a few days earlier.
So they're hurling stuff at her, man. All right. So, because Esau, he in his kingdom, man. All right. And we as a people, we've been put on the curses, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, man, to end up in situations like that. But the good news is that the curse is coming off us and going on to Esau, man. All right, ready to Deuteronomy 30. All right, 30 verse 7. All right, that's why it's queendom is crumbling down. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. And Yahweh, thy power, will put all the curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee will persecute thee. It says right here, and Yahweh thy power will put all the curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. All right, what's going on right here, man? This is an example of pure hatred and persecution, man. Here go a woman, defenseless woman.
Both a nurse and an orderly have been fired, and 3 investigations are...
Defenseless woman, mother of 7, man. And she probably owned up be their mothers, man. All right. and she on her deathbed in pain. All right, laid out, and these cowards, these devils, man, are harassing her, man. They possibly, no, I'm not saying they did, but it's a chance they might have murdered her, man. All right, but you could see it, man. All right, the pure hatred, man. All right, because because the curses, man. All right, it says Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field, man. All right. Cursed shalt thou when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou goest out. All right, let me get this right here. Deuteronomy 28. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 49. And 50 said, your house will bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth. All right, that's so-called white man, Esau. All right, Esau. Ashawa in Hebrew means wasted is he. All right, because he has no skin pigmentation. Skin translucent, showing his flesh and blood. Red. All right, the Hebrew word for red is Adawan. All right, all right. So he came from far, from the end of earth, swift as an eagle fly. That's they symbol Esau eagle, man. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, that's why you had the Hebrew interpreters come and talk to the people. All right, because people over here spoke the ancient tongue. They also spoke broken Hebrew. All right, it says Deuteronomy 28:50, a nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. All right, this is an example, man. This right here. All right, you go. All right. It says right here. It says let's see. Right here, Amos. You know what? Let me get. I'm gonna get this right quick. Amos chapter 1, verse 11. It said, "Thus the transgression for three. Thus said Yahweh for three transgression of Edom." All right, the so-called white man. For four, I will not turn away the punch there, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, which happened right here. And his anger did tell Petri, he kept his wrath forever. And this was going on right here, man. All right. All right, let's get this right here. Zechariah 1:15. I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Yeah, Esau's at ease, man. The Edomites say at ease, man. All right. You see this guy right here. Let me see what a Edomite at. This devil right here. Talking about he don't see any racism, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. Cause how did you get Canada, man? You came here, you slaughtered the Gadite, so-called Native Americans, the First Nations people, and you took their land, man. All right, and you been oppressing them forever, man. You enslaved them. All right, which you left out the history books, okay, on purposely, so that the so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah, won't know they their brothers. There's like they their brothers from the tribe of Gad. All right, I just don't see it. And also, man, all right, and nobody's black, man, all right, like your damn suit, man, all right. The so-called Negroes in America are Israelites from the tribe of Judah, man. All right, get that straight, man. But you gonna get it straight in the kingdom, man. All right, with the rest of those clowns that was giving their sister a hard time, man. In the hospital, she make a transition, man. All right. It says, for I was but a little displeased that helped for the flincher. Yeah, you helped for the flincher, man. All right. Putting drugs in the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American communities, man. All right. In this instance right here, this sister make a transition to the. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it again. I heard that she really wasn't dying, but they gave her too much morphine, man. So it possibly they murdered her, man. I wouldn't doubt it, man. All right. Anyway, she's in pain and stuff, making a transition to the spiritual world. And you're harassing her, man, and beating her up. All right, hitting her, man. Laughing and everything, man. All right, you devils, man, you gonna pay for it, man. Yeah, you know, our people, they went off, they violate the law, statute, commands, but right here, man, hey, man, you forward affliction more, man. You made it worse, man. And you gonna pay for that's what you gonna pay for, man. But yeah, you are Yahweh's sword, all right, to punish us. We violate the law, statute, commands, but this right here and other examples, man, you gonna have to pay for that, man. You have to pay for polluting our water. You have to pay for putting drugs in our community purposely. All right, you have to pay with our subliminal programming to make us hate ourselves. All right, and do damaging behavior. All right, to each other, man. All right, and all this wickedness, man. All right, this COVID-19, man. That's something you made up, man. And then you gonna lie and said that we, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, we are the face of COVID-19. That's a lie, man. Your people was dying from that, man. And those Moabite, so-called Chinese, man. You was down, y'all down for that. Y'all the poster boys for that disease, man. Now these children, 7 children that have no mother because of your buffoonery. Now this man, he has no wife. All right, because your idiocy, man. But the good news is the sister Joy, she's with the Heavenly Father. She knows she's Israelite. She probably knew she was Israelite. You know, because a lot of natives in Canada, they know they're Israelites. All right. So, you know, she didn't know. She know now. She with the Heavenly Father. She in a right mind state. And she ready to jack the Edomites up that that afflicted her, man. When she making a transition to the spiritual world, man. All right. Get this right here, man. It says, let me see. Get what y'all should I say, man? Because you Christians, man, you love to. It says right here, Revelation 13, 9 and 10. And vocab, this ain't no metaphor or anything, man. All right, this is literal. It says, Revelation 13, 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leads in captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patient and faith of the saints. The saints are Israelites, man. You read Deuteronomy 33. All right, 1 on down. All right. I said, this is a blessing where Moses, the man of the Most High, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, Yahweh came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran. He came with 10,000 of saints, and from his right hand he went a fiery law for them. All right. Yea, love the people. All the saints are in thy hand. They sat down at thy feet, every one to receive thy word. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. All right. So there you go. Only Jacob was getting the law, statute, commandments, man. All right. And what happened if I like law, statute, commandments? You end up in a situation like this. All right. But guess what? Esau going to have to pay for it, man. All right. You're going to have to pay for it. It says right here, Psalms. I meant to get this. All right. But you know what? I'm going to skip it. All right. All right. But you know, Esau, you got to pay, buddy, man. All right. You got a big tab. All right. You got a big tab that have been going on for 2,000 years, man. All right, more than that. All right, it says Jeremiah 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they devour, they shall be devoured. All thy adversaries with enemies, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil, they shall be a spoil. All that prey upon thee, I will give for a prey. All right. All right, so you know you're gonna be a prey soon, man. Esau, man. All right, let me get this prophecy out by my tribe, man. Let me get this prophecy out, man. All right, you see, and 19. All right. It says right here, Gad. All right, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at last. All right. So, hey man, so-called Northern Native American tribal guys, so-called Seminole Indians tribal rule, man. You gonna overcome this devil, man. All right, and you're gonna have him in chains, man. The kingdom, man. You're gonna be beating him up while he make a transition to the spiritual realm, man. All right. All right, and so this it, and hey, she with the Heavenly Father, man. All right, she not in pain, she's okay. All right, she in her right mind. She knows she's an Israelite if she didn't know. All right. All right, so shalom.